Okay, y'all, get your running shoes on because I'm going to do 3 quick appetizers, really 4 if we're going to count the little dippers I'm going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I went ahead and put everything on my pop and stir other than my liquid, just so it wouldn't take much time for you to watch me pour the pecans, sugar. I'm using savory maple seasoning for the flavor of my candied nuts today. The last thing I need is just 1.5 tablespoons of water. So I'm going to put that on and turn it on. And it's going to start going around and coating all those nuts. So I'm going to try to keep it where you can see that and what I'm doing here. I have got a tortilla shell. You can use a big one or you can use a small one like I have here. But what I'm going to do is spritz it with a little bit of olive oil on both sides. So I'm just going to spritz that really quick. Whoop, I had a nut fall off, y'all. And spritz it on both sides. And then I've got some cinnamon and sugar mixture in here. I've got this close by. So when you're doing your nuts, you just kind of, if they're wanting to fall off, you can just kind of scrape them around a little bit, keep them in their happy place. So I'm going to sprinkle some of this cinnamon sugar mixture on both sides of my tortilla. You can do these in the oven, but I'm going to do them in the air fryer. I will share a recipe with you also that is delicious making these on pie crust. So I've got that on there. Now you can take your pizza cutter and slice it like a pizza, or not slice it at all and just eat one whole big chip. But I like using the crinkle cutter, so I'm just going to go along and you're going to hear that cinnamon sugar mixture crunching as I'm going, and I'm going to cut these in little strips so you can see how I've got a little strip with that cute little crinkle cut on both sides. Now what I'm going to do with this, ooh, y'all, this is smelling so good. I'm getting a little facial of brown sugar and maple from these nuts. But can you see how that liquid has already absorbed and it will start drying up that mixture and coating it to the nuts. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, and by the magic of making this quick, I've already got one done. So I'm going to put this over here by the air fryer and get the ones out that I already did and show you those. Turn it so you can see those going too. Okay, these are the ones that I already have done, and y'all hear how nice and crispy they are, and they're delicious. And if you're looking for an alternative for a healthy chip, this is something you can do. I know you want to see those nuts, y'all. This is something you can do and use any seasoning. Ranch. I love using our smoky barbecue, everything taco, bagel seasoning, whatever flavor chips you like. You can do that same concept and get your flavor of chips also. So I'm going to move these around just a little bit more. And we're going to start on our second appetizer really quick. Okay, again, for the sake of not making you watch me measure and dip, I have got 4 ounces of cream cheese, 1 cup of pure pumpkin, and 1 tablespoon of maple seasoning or syrup. So I'm going to whisk this together really quick. This is going to be delicious, served with those nuts. I've got one trying to get away from me here. I wish y'all could smell this. Okay, so I'm going to whisk this together really quick. You can get a hand mixer out and do it, but I have my cream cheese already out and soft, so I don't really need my hand mixer. I've got 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and I put my teaspoon of cinnamon right on top. So I'm going to dump that in as well and continue whisking. If y'all see a nut fall off, you holler at me and let me know. So they are almost done. That mixture is drying up. Y'all see that? I'll let you focus more on them while I'm stirring up my pumpkin dip. Why do we always wait until the holidays to eat pumpkin? There is lots of different recipes that we can definitely use the pumpkin in, and this is one of them. Okay, I heard you. There went a nut. And another. Oh, it smells good. Okay. So I've got this kind of really mixed well, and I've got one more ingredient, and I've got it in the refrigerator, so let me get that out. I didn't make my own today, but this is Cool Whip topping. I'll put that back in the refrigerator, but this is what I'm using. I'm sure you have seen me make homemade Cool Whip, and it's very, very easy to do with just powdered sugar and heavy whipping cream. These babies are going to be done in just a minute. So I'm going to put this Cool Whip right into this mixture. I'm going to move this out of the way. I love using the measure-all cup for measuring. You just pop that thing and it will come right out for you. Scrape all of that goodness off. Now all we're going to do is just fold this Cool Whip topping in until we don't see any white streaks. And that will be done. And I also think our nuts are done. Oh, y'all, look at that. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. I did have one get away. I thought I heard y'all tell me. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off and let them just sit there for a minute because it's hot. And I'm going to let them cool, and then we're going to take them out. This is easy to wash by hand, but it is dishwasher safe also. I got to quit playing with them, y'all. Don't they look scrumptious? Okay, so now I've got to fold in my Cool Whip. Just fold it until you don't see any more white streaks. Even if you don't like pumpkin, you've probably heard me say before, I'm not a pumpkin eater, especially just pumpkin pie. I just don't like the texture of it, I think. But now in this dip, I could eat the whole bowl probably all by myself. So we've got cinnamon, brown sugar, cream cheese, Cool Whip topping, pumpkin, and maple syrup. Isn't the color beautiful? It just screams fall to me. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of this dip. I've got a dish over here, and once I get everything else ready, I'll show everything to you. So I'm going to put some of that right in here. We're going to kind of make a charcuterie board with all of this. And I'm not going to put it in the other one because I've got another recipe I want to show you that I'm going to put in there. Okay. So move that out of the way. How gorgeous is that? And while I have it sitting here and these are cooling, I'm going to go ahead and snag just a few of these. And if you've got our food chopper, let me put them right in here. I won't do many because I want more of the nuts to eat plain. If you've got our food chopper, you can chop in the lid or you can chop on a cutting board. And since I'm doing just a little of these today, I'm just going to chop right in the lid. And it will chop up meats, fruits, veggies, anything that you want this baby to chop up. But I'm chopping them up today just to make a cute garnish for the top of our pumpkin dip. Now, obviously, if you have nut allergies, you would not want to do this or even make these nuts, but how adorable is that? So I'm going to sit this aside, and we're going to work on our last appetizer, y'all. Okay, let me move this. I'm going to unplug this pop and stir just to move it out of my way for a minute. so I can show you what else I'm going to do. I have got one of my new favorite tools, and I know you have seen me use this a lot, and it's the twist and chop. So for this recipe, I'm making a buffalo chicken dip. I already put in my cream cheese, ranch dressing, Frank's hot sauce, and a little bit of cheddar cheese. And you know, if you watch along with me, that I'm going to share these recipes with you in the comments, so you don't have to worry about writing anything down. There's a power button and a pulse button. I'm just going to cut it on. And just like that, that cream cheese and ranch and hot sauce, yeah, listen to this. Here it has some nice suction cups to it, so it holds it to the counter very, very nice for you. Now, before we came on, I took a chicken breast that I had out of the freezer. I like to cook my chicken breast ahead and have them in the freezer, and it was whole. So after I cooked it for just a few minutes in the micro cooker, I went ahead and took it out and sliced it up. So I'm going to add those slices right on top of this dip. You can do chicken salad, egg salad, lots of different things in the twist and chop. I know you've probably seen me make the egg salad before, and probably the chicken salad. So I'll turn it sideways again so you can see. If you don't stop this baby pretty quick, you're going to have baby food, because it will really, really, really chop that ingredients up deliciously. All right, so now, let me tilt this up so you can see. I'm going to take it out, remove my blade, and I'm going to put it, I shouldn't have put my pumpkin in that serving dish, but normally I would put it in a container, and you can put it right back in this and melt cheese on top. And I've got my cheese here ready to go on top. But since I've already got this other pumpkin dip, I don't want to put my dish back in the microwave. So let me get that. This is microwave and oven safe, and I could top it with that cheese and put it right back in the oven or microwave and warm that cheese up if I wanted to and melt it. So I'm going to put this dip here. And this is another one, y'all, that's kind of a healthy recipe if you're a keto or low carb. So I'm going to put that right there. So you can see. And then also, I'll put a little bit of the cheese that I've got shredded on top just to give you the idea. But if you put it in the microwave and warm it just a little bit, I won't put much on there. Warm it up just a little bit, that cheese will melt. But since I don't want to put this back in for the microwave, I'm not going to do that. But how cute is that? Okay, so now let me bring everything over. I think I've got it all done. This is our charcuterie board. It has a flat side. See if I can hold it. So you can serve on the flat side, or you can use the 3 compartments, which I am doing here. So I'm going to put my dip right in the middle. And I did, before we come on, I did those tortilla chips in a round and sliced it like pizza, so you could see what those look like as well. These are my favorite go-to for potato chips. Instead of all those calories and the other chips, we can just use these. But this crinkle cutter makes the cutest little shapes just to dip right into that. So I'll put those there. And let's get our star of the show, in my opinion, those candied nuts, and bring them over. So look at those, y'all. This is going to be everyone's favorite. So you might as well make more than one recipe. And they're so wonderful to put in little bags or jars, little cute mason jars, to give as Christmas gifts. People love these things. Okay. So there we go. And again, this is completely dishwasher safe, but I usually just take it right over to the sink and squirt some soap detergent on it and then rinse it off, and it is ready to go again. So let me move this out of our way. And the pop and stir that I did the nuts in also does popcorn. That's why it's called pop and stir. So how about that, y'all? See if I can pick this baby up. Look at all of that. And in just minutes. So if somebody says they're coming and you don't know what you're going to fix, here's some very quick recipes that you can do. And again, I will share all of these recipes in the comments for you. So I hope you will give some of these a try. Y'all see how those look. Oh yeah, they are delicious. You can break them apart or you can leave them in clusters like that. There's another couple that has grabbed hold of each other and held tight. But they are delicious. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you've got any questions, let me know. And as always, I will have the recipe in the comments for you. Have a great night. Bye-bye. Okay, let me give you a closer look of everything. There are our chips flavored with cinnamon sugar. Cook them for just 6 or 7 minutes. That's our buffalo ranch chicken dip. Our pumpkin dip topped with these delicious candied nuts. You'll have lots of pumpkin dip to keep filling up your tray. And there's more of the chicken dip also. Quick and easy appetizers you can have done in just minutes.